Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of US dollar coins as we uncover the 6 most valuable and expensive Susan B. Anthony and Sacagawea dollars ever discovered. Some of them are worth thousands of dollars due to rare minting errors and unique historical significance. This video will guide you through the designs and values behind these incredible pieces of American coinage. So, let's get started. First up, we're exploring one of the most valuable and ultra-rare coin in American history, the most talked-about coin among numismatists alike. The 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar from the Philadelphia Mint, known for its distinctive P mint mark. Even when found in very dirty or circulated condition, this coin has earned a place among the most collectible US dollar coins ever made. Its history, design, and rarity make it a true standout, and if you've ever come across one of these coins tucked away in your change or an old coin jar, you might be holding something worth much more than just a dollar. The 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar marked a historic turning point in U.S. coinage, representing the first time a real woman, rather than an allegorical figure, was featured on an American circulating coin. Issued to honor the legacy of the pioneering women's rights activist Susan B. Anthony, this coin was intended to replace the larger Eisenhower dollar and make dollar coins more practical for everyday use. However, the coin's size and appearance led to confusion with the quarter, causing public rejection shortly after its release. Today, that short-lived circulation and its place in American cultural and monetary history make it a highly collectible coin, especially for those seeking pieces that symbolize both innovation and controversy in U.S. numismatics. The year 1979 was pivotal for the U.S. Mint. The introduction of the Susan B. Anthony dollar was part of a broader effort to modernize American coinage and reduce production costs. The Philadelphia Mint struck hundreds of millions of these coins, yet few entered circulation as intended. The Mint underestimated public resistance to change, and as a result, vast quantities of these coins remained stored for years. Still, the 1979 Philadelphia issue is distinct because it was among the first coins in modern U.S. history to bear the P mint mark, a detail previously reserved for proof in special issues. That single letter P transformed the coin into a landmark in American minting tradition, making it a key piece for collectors who value both history and minting milestones. The design of the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar is one of the most striking among modern U.S. coins. On the obverse side, the strong and determined portrait of Susan B. Anthony faces right, surrounded by 13 stars symbolizing the original colonies. The word liberty arcs above her head, while the motto "In God We Trust" sits to the right. Below the bust, the date 1979 and the mint mark P stand as identifiers of its origin. Turning to the reverse, the design features the iconic Apollo 11 mission insignia, an eagle landing on the moon clutching an olive branch, originally used on the Eisenhower dollar. While millions of 1979 P dollars were produced, finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is increasingly difficult. Over time, most circulated coins have lost their luster, showing signs of wear, grime, or even corrosion. A very dirty 1979 P Susan B. Anthony dollar might seem worthless at first glance, but collectors often see beyond the surface. The coin's rarity lies not in low mintage, but in the scarcity of well-preserved examples with sharp strikes and clean surfaces. Collectors are drawn to the 1979 P Susan B. Anthony dollar for its historical significance and its role as a transitional coin. It bridges the gap between the large-size Eisenhower dollars and the later Sacagawea series, making it a must-have for anyone building a comprehensive U.S. dollar collection. The P mint mark adds extra appeal, as it marked a new chapter for the Philadelphia Mint in using identifying marks on circulating coins. Today, the value of a 1979 P Susan B. Anthony dollar depends heavily on condition, strike type, and variety. In very dirty or heavily circulated condition, most examples are worth around $1,000 to $3,000, primarily for their novelty and historical interest. However, coins in better condition, or with the wide rim, variety can bring $2,000 to $5,000 depending on eye appeal and demand. Uncirculated specimens, especially those graded MS65 or higher by reputable services like PCGS or NGC, can reach $3,000 to $8,000, while proof-like or rare die varieties have been known to sell for over $10,000 at auction. These values demonstrate how small details, like rim spacing, clarity of strike, and surface preservation, can dramatically affect a coin's market performance and collector interest. The 1979 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar remains one of the most fascinating coins in modern U.S. history. It tells the story of social change, minting innovation, and public reaction, all captured in a single small dollar piece. Its collectible value continues to rise as more collectors rediscover its importance and hunt for high-quality examples. Whether found in a coin roll, inherited from an old collection, or spotted in circulation, this coin reminds us that history can hide in plain sight. Stay tuned for our next video, where we'll uncover another ultra-rare and valuable U.S. coin that could be sitting unnoticed in your pocket change right now. And secondly, we take a deep dive into the world of numismatics. The most valuable and rare United States, the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar with the Denver D mint mark. A coin that sits at a fascinating crossroads of history, public rejection, and surprising modern-day rarity, especially in the condition we'll be discussing today. The Susan B. Anthony dollar was introduced in 1979 as the United States' first circulating coin to honor a real, non-allegorical woman. Its creation was a monumental step, intended to replace the large Eisenhower dollar with a smaller, more economical coin for commerce. The 1979 Denver Mint issue was part of that first-year cohort, a coin born into a climate of high expectation and eventual public confusion. Many people mistook it for a quarter due to its size and reeded edge, leading to its rapid failure in daily circulation. This public dismissal, however, is precisely what sets the stage for the rarity of certain varieties, as most of these coins were spent, and spent again, subjecting them to immense wear and damage, making high-grade survivors exceptionally scarce. The design of the coin, by Frank Gasparo, was a stark departure from tradition. The obverse features a right-facing portrait of Susan B. Anthony, the famed suffragist, making it instantly historically significant. The inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" flank the portrait, with the date positioned below her neck. The reverse showcases an adaptation of the Apollo 11 mission insignia, depicting an eagle landing on the moon, a symbolic nod to American achievement. The mint mark D for Denver is located to the left of the eagle on the reverse. A unique design element, often a point of discussion, is the wide rim near the date, a feature that on some strikes can appear dramatically different and is a key factor in attributing varieties. Now, when we discuss the rarity of the 1979 D dollar, we must be very specific about condition. While hundreds of millions were struck, the vast majority entered circulation and were subjected to heavy commercial use. Finding one in pristine, mint state condition is challenging, but the true enigma lies in coins that are considered very dirty or heavily impaired. This is not just about a coin that is well worn. We are talking about a coin with significant surface issues, dark toning, residue, and environmental damage that often makes it appear almost unsalvageable to the untrained eye. Yet it is in this specific, very dirty condition that a strange numismatic paradox occurs, where the coin is both physically present but so aesthetically unappealing that it was never saved in quantity, creating a peculiar scarcity for completists who need an example from every mint for a set, regardless of grade. The collector demand for this particular issue is nuanced. For a long time, The entire Susan B. Anthony series was the forgotten stepchild of modern coinage. However, as time has passed, series collectors have emerged, seeking to complete date and mint mark sets. For these individuals, the 1979 D is a key date, not in the traditional sense of low mintage, but in the sense of survival in any condition that is not absolutely abysmal. A very dirty, but otherwise intact, 1979 D dollar fills a slot in an album that would otherwise remain empty for a budget-conscious collector. It stands out in the series not for its beauty, but for its representation of a coin that truly circulated and has the battle scars to prove it, a tangible piece of its failed commercial history. So what is the market value for a 1979 D Susan B. Anthony dollar in a very dirty condition? You must temper your expectations, as we are not discussing a small fortune. In today's market, a common 1979 D in a heavily worn, very dirty, or impaired state is worth precisely its face value of $1. It has no numismatic premium. However, the context is everything. If this very dirty coin is needed to complete a set, its value transforms from a mere dollar into a key that unlocks a collecting achievement. For a coin grader, the value would only begin to climb significantly if the coin were to grade at the very top of the scale, MS 66 or higher, where prices can range from $50 to several $100s. But that is a completely different conversation from the heavily circulated piece we are focusing on today. For those of you looking to add this coin to your collection, my advice is to focus relentlessly on the details that remain visible despite the dirt. Look for a coin where the major design elements are still fully outlined. You should be able to clearly see the features of Anthony's portrait and the eagle on the reverse. Avoid coins with deep gouges, bends, or holes, as these are considered mutilated and not collectible. Your best hunting grounds will be not in coin shops, but in circulation itself. Go through old jars of coins, ask bank tellers for dollar coins, or look through estate sale finds. Dollar in very dirty condition is a coin of immense historical importance and curious numismatic standing. It represents a bold but flawed experiment in U.S. minting history, a tribute to a pivotal American hero, and a lesson in how public perception can directly impact a coin's survival. Its appeal lies not in its luster or its high price tag, but in its accessibility and its role as a fundamental building block for anyone seeking to understand and complete a modern U.S. coin series. And that deep dive into a modern rarity brings us to the end of this exploration. But our journey through the most intriguing and valuable coins is far from over. In our next video, we will be traveling back in time, well before the Susan B. Anthony dollar, to examine a classic silver issue that has baffled collectors for generations. We will be uncovering the secrets of a key date mercury dime, a coin with a tiny mint mark that makes all the difference between a common find and a five-figure treasure. You will not want to miss it. And thirdly, we're going to explore the United States. The 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar with the San Francisco S mint mark stands out as one of the most fascinating and highly sought-after coins in modern United States numismatics. This dollar coin captures the attention of collectors due to its historical significance, distinctive design, and the symbolic tribute it pays to one of America's most influential figures in the fight for women's rights. Even in a very dirty or circulated condition, the 1979 S. Susan B. Anthony dollar holds strong appeal, serving as a tangible reminder of an important chapter in American coinage history. For numismatists, it's not just a piece of currency. It's a collectible treasure that continues to captivate enthusiasts around the world. The Susan B. Anthony dollar was first introduced in 1979 as part of an effort to modernize U.S. coinage and honor a true pioneer of equality. Struck at the San Francisco Mint, this coin represented a bold shift in design philosophy, featuring a woman, Susan B. Anthony, on circulating U.S. currency for the first time. The San Francisco Mint, with its reputation for producing proof and high-quality coins, played a major role in creating these pieces, which quickly gained attention for their craftsmanship and symbolic power. Though the series lasted only until 1981, and then briefly returned in 1999, its short run makes these coins a unique snapshot of late 20th century American history and social progress. The design of the 1979 S dollar is both distinctive and meaningful. On the obverse, the coin proudly displays a portrait of Susan B. Anthony designed by Frank Gasparo, surrounded by 13 stars symbolizing the original colonies. The word liberty appears boldly above, while In God We Trust sits to the right of Anthony's portrait. The reverse features an eagle landing on the moon, a design adapted from the Eisenhower dollar, symbolizing strength, exploration, and national pride. Struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, the coin measures 26.5 millimeters in diameter and weighs 8.1 grams. The small size and metallic composition give it a silvery look that often caused confusion with the quarter dollar, contributing to its short circulation lifespan. One of the most intriguing aspects of the 1979 S. Susan B. Anthony dollar is its variety and rarity. The San Francisco Mint produced both Type 1 and Type 2 proof varieties, which can be distinguished by the appearance of the mint mark. The Type 1S mint mark appears filled or blurry, while the Type 2 mint mark is sharp and clear, making it the rarer and more desirable version. Collectors also seek coins with strong strikes and minimal blemishes, though even coins found in very dirty or circulated condition remain historically important. High-grade proof examples, particularly those with the clear S mint mark, command premium prices due to their low survival rates and exceptional visual appeal. Market value for the 1979 S. Susan B. Anthony dollar varies widely depending on condition and variety. Circulated coins in dirty or worn condition generally sell for modest amounts, often between $1,000 and $4,000. However, uncirculated or proof specimens, especially those featuring the clear S mint mark Type 2, can reach impressive prices ranging from $5,000 to as high as $9,000 for top-graded examples certified by professional grading services. Auction results show consistent collector demand for high-quality proof strikes, and the 1979 S Type 2 remains among the most desirable coins in the entire series. Over the years, its steady appreciation has reflected growing recognition of its numismatic and historical importance. For collectors looking to acquire this coin, attention to detail and authentication is essential. Always verify the clarity of the S mint mark under magnification to determine whether it is the more valuable Type 2 variety. Purchasing coins graded and encapsulated by reputable services such as PCGS or NGC can help ensure authenticity and condition accuracy. Proper storage is also vital. Keep coins in protective holders, avoid excessive handling, and maintain a stable environment to prevent further tarnish or corrosion. Collectors who engage with numismatic communities or attend coin shows often find valuable insights about current market trends and rare die varieties worth pursuing. Beyond its value, the 1979 S. Susan B. Anthony dollar holds deep cultural and symbolic significance. It marked a historic moment in American coinage when a woman's portrait graced a circulating coin, a tribute to Susan B. Anthony's lifelong fight for women's suffrage and equality. The coin's release reflected not only economic modernization, but also social progress, symbolizing the ongoing journey toward recognition and fairness. Even in a dirty or well-worn state, each 1979 S dollar carries the weight of that legacy, making it a meaningful keepsake for both collectors and admirers of American history. Collectors and investors alike continue to view the 1979 S. Susan B. Anthony dollar as a cornerstone of modern American numismatics, not only for its tangible worth, but for its enduring symbolic value. Over time, Interest in this coin has expanded beyond traditional collectors to include historians and educators who recognize its role in shaping the narrative of gender representation in U.S. currency. Even in very dirty or circulated condition, the 1979 S holds a charm that few modern coins possess, a visible testament to its journey through time and commerce. When carefully cleaned and preserved, its design details often re-emerge with striking clarity, revealing the skill and precision of the San Francisco Mint. The continued rise in value for the Type II proof variety reinforces the idea that scarcity and historical importance remain powerful forces in the numismatic market. The 1979 S. Susan B. Anthony dollar remains a prized collectible that blends artistry, history, and rarity into one remarkable piece. Its connection to a pivotal figure in American history, coupled with its striking design and limited varieties, makes it a standout coin in any numismatic collection. Whether preserved in brilliant proof condition or found aged and dirty from decades of circulation, this coin tells a story of progress, perseverance, and pride. For serious collectors, it represents not only a valuable investment, but also a lasting reminder of how a single dollar can capture the spirit of an entire era. And fourthly, we're talking about the ultra-rare and most valuable United States, the 2000 Sacagawea dollar with the Philadelphia P mint mark, is a genuinely fascinating and highly sought-after piece that captivates numismatic enthusiasts around the globe, representing a pivotal moment in modern American coinage. This particular coin, emerging from the very first year of the series, holds a special place in the hearts of collectors due to its historical significance and the widespread public anticipation that surrounded its launch. While millions were minted, the pursuit of a truly pristine example in gem condition becomes a thrilling challenge, making such a coin a prized treasure for any collection. Its appeal is magnified by its status as a tangible piece of the new millennium's coinage history, driving consistent market demand and solidifying its position as a cornerstone of contemporary series collecting. The historical context of this coin is deeply rooted in the turn of the millennium, as it was introduced to replace the Susan B. Anthony dollar and to invigorate the use of a $1 coin in daily commerce. Authorized by the United States Dollar Coin Act of 1997, this new dollar coin was intended to feature a golden color and a smooth edge to distinguish it from its predecessor. The selection of Sacagawea, the Shoshone woman who provided invaluable assistance to the Lewis and Clark expedition, was a profound cultural decision, commemorating her vital role in American history. Struck at the historic Philadelphia Mint, denoted by the P mint mark, this 2000 dated issue represents the very first regular strike coins released to the public, forever linking it to the dawn of a new era in U.S. currency and serving as a tangible connection to a significant period of national commemoration. This coin's unique features are immediately striking, beginning with its radiant golden hue derived from a manganese brass-clad composition, a deliberate departure from the silver-colored Anthony dollar. The obverse features Glenna Goodacre's beautiful portrait of Sacagawea, a symbolic design that portrays her carrying her infant son, Jean-Baptiste, on her back, capturing a moment of quiet strength and maternal care. The reverse, designed by Thomas D. Rogers, showcases a majestic eagle in flight, soaring above a stylized landscape, symbolizing freedom and forward progress. The specific P mint mark is located on the obverse, just to the right of the date, a small but critical detail for variety attribution. The combination of its distinctive color, elegant relief, and powerful iconography makes this coin an instantly recognizable and artistically significant piece of modern American money. When discussing the rarity and value of the 2000 P Sacagawea dollar, the condition is the paramount factor that separates a common coin from a numismatic gem. While the Philadelphia Mint produced hundreds of millions of these coins for general circulation, the vast majority entered commerce and were subjected to wear, scratches, and environmental damage. A coin described as being in a very dirty condition has unfortunately been exposed to such elements, significantly detracting from its eye appeal and numismatic value. In stark contrast, examples that were carefully preserved from the moment of release and never handled are exceptionally scarce in the grand scheme of the total mintage. It is these pristine, uncirculated specimens, often boasting their original golden luster and flawless surfaces, that are considered truly rare and command significant premiums on the collector market. The market value for a standard 2000p Sacagawea dollar in a very dirty condition is negligible, typically worth only its $1 face value, as it is considered a damaged, circulated coin. However, the narrative changes dramatically for examples in superb condition. A flawless, gem-uncirculated 2000p dollar, especially one certified in the top tiers by services like PCGS or NGC, can command a respectable premium. While not a five-figure coin in a standard grade, exceptional examples can see values ranging from $20 to over $100. The true market excitement, however, revolves around dramatic errors and varieties. The most famous of these is the Cheerios dollar, a specific variety where certain coins distributed in Cheerios cereal boxes exhibit enhanced tail feathers on the reverse eagle. A genuine Cheerios dollar in high grade can be worth thousands of dollars, with auction records for the finest specimens reaching into the $8,000 to $10,000 range, showcasing how specific rarity can catapult a modern coin's value to extraordinary heights. For collectors aiming to acquire a valuable example of the 2000p Sacagawea dollar, a strategic and knowledgeable approach is absolutely essential. The primary focus should be on condition and variety. Prioritize coins that have been professionally graded and encapsulated by leading third-party services, as this guarantees the coin's authenticity and condition, which is crucial for a modern series where minute differences define value. When inspecting raw coins, a careful examination for the telltale signs of the Cheerios variety is paramount, though authentication is highly recommended for any potential find. It is always advisable to purchase from reputable dealers or established auction houses with a track record of honesty and expertise in modern coinage. Engaging with the numismatic community through clubs, forums, and price guides will provide invaluable, up-to-date insights into market trends and recent sales, empowering collectors to make informed and confident acquisitions. The 2000p Sacagawea dollar stands as a magnificent blend of modern history, artistic achievement, and the thrilling pursuit of numismatic rarity. While a dirty, circulated example tells a story of its life in commerce, a pristine, high-grade specimen or a coveted variety like the Cheerios dollar represents a preserved treasure from the launch of an iconic series. Its enduring appeal lies in its symbolic design, its status as a first-year issue, and the potential for remarkable hidden value within a seemingly common coin. For collectors worldwide, securing a high-quality example is a rewarding endeavor that adds a significant and conversation-starting piece to any collection, one that is sure to be appreciated for its historical resonance and potential for value appreciation for generations to come. And at the end, we're exploring the most valuable and expensive United States. The 2000 Sacagawea dollar with the Denver D mint mark holds a special place in the history of American coinage. Minted at the Denver Mint, this coin marked a fresh chapter in U.S. currency, symbolizing both innovation and tribute. Introduced at the dawn of a new millennium, the Sacagawea dollar was designed to replace the Susan B. Anthony dollar, offering a brighter, more visually appealing look that stood out in circulation. It featured a golden hue and smooth edge, intended to inspire renewed public interest in using dollar coins. Although circulation use was limited, the coin quickly became a collector's favorite, largely because of its meaningful design and relatively short production span for certain varieties. The historical significance of this coin extends far beyond its release year. Sacagawea, the Shoshone interpreter and guide for the Lewis and Clark expedition, represents courage, wisdom, and the contribution of Native American women to the shaping of American history. Sculptor Glenna Goodacre's obverse portrait beautifully captures this symbolism, showing Sacagawea carrying her infant son, Jean-Baptiste, on her back. The reverse, designed by Thomas D. Rogers S.R., features a soaring eagle, an emblem of freedom and national strength. Together, the imagery forms a visual tribute to the cultural and historical roots of the nation, making the coin more than just currency. It's a miniature monument to resilience and exploration. The 2000 D Sacagawea dollar also stands out for its composition and craftsmanship. Struck primarily from a copper core clad with manganese brass, the coin achieves its distinctive golden appearance without the use of real gold. Its composition includes roughly 88.5% copper, 6% zinc, 3.5% manganese, and 2% nickel. This metallurgical blend not only gives it an attractive color, but also helps prevent tarnishing. Even when found in very dirty or heavily circulated condition, the underlying metallic luster can often be restored with proper care. This durability has contributed to the coin's longevity and continued collector interest. However, those that remain in fine to mint state condition are especially rare, and these examples are commanding premium prices in the numismatic market today. Among collectors, the 2000 D Sacagawea dollar in very fine or better condition can range in market value from around $1,000 to as high as $9,000 or more depending on grade, eye appeal, and certification. Coins that exhibit strong luster, well-defined details, and minimal contact marks are especially desirable. Some specific varieties, such as presentation strikes or examples with die errors, can sell for even higher amounts. Collectors prize these coins for their scarcity and connection to a historically significant transition in U.S. minting practices. Certified coins graded by trusted authorities like PCGS or NGC often see a considerable increase in market value due to the assurance of authenticity and condition. For collectors seeking to invest in or acquire one of these rare coins, understanding grading standards is crucial. The Sheldon scale, which ranges from 1 to 70, is used to assess a coin's condition, with very fine VF indicating moderate wear and sharp remaining details. Coins closer to mint state, MS grades, are exponentially more valuable. Certification not only authenticates the coin, but also provides long-term protection and liquidity in the resale market. Joining coin collecting communities or attending coin shows can also provide valuable networking opportunities and insight into current market trends. Enthusiasts often share knowledge about upcoming auctions, recent sales, and authentication tips that can help new collectors make smarter purchasing decisions. Despite being an American coin, the Sacagawea dollar has gained recognition among international collectors, including those in Australia, where interest in global numismatics has grown rapidly. Collectors in Australia and other parts of the world value this coin not only for its design and scarcity, but also as part of a broader appreciation for international decimal coinage. The 2000 D issue, in particular, represents a blend of cultural storytelling and modern minting innovation that resonates across borders. It has become an appealing addition for those who collect rare foreign coins, especially those highlighting historical figures or significant cultural milestones. Culturally, the Sacagawea dollar carries profound symbolism. It honors Native American heritage, women's strength, and the spirit of exploration, all central to the American story. Its depiction of motherhood and guidance contrasts sharply with earlier coin designs focused solely on male figures or abstract symbols of liberty. This made it not only a numismatic innovation, but also a cultural statement. Its influence extended into discussions about representation and inclusivity in national symbols, lending it a relevance that continues today in both historical and artistic contexts. Over time, the allure of the 2000D Sacagawea dollar has only deepened as more collectors recognize its historical and artistic importance. Even coins found in dirty or heavily circulated condition can hold remarkable value due to their rarity and the strong demand within the numismatic community. Many of these coins were stored away, forgotten in drawers or bank vaults, only to resurface years later as hidden treasures. The market's enthusiasm for the Sacagawea series has grown steadily, fueled by both nostalgia and the coin's distinctive place in the evolution of U.S. currency design. As more people become aware of its copper-based composition and unique minting history, the 2000D issue continues to stand out as one of the most desirable pieces for both new and seasoned collectors. Looking ahead, experts predict that the 2000D Sacagawea dollar will remain a cornerstone of modern coin collections and a strong investment asset. Its combination of historical significance, aesthetic beauty, and limited high-grade survival rate gives it a lasting appeal that transcends short-term market trends. As collectors place greater emphasis on coins that tell meaningful stories, this dollar serves as a powerful reminder of cultural heritage and innovation. Its blend of art, history, and craftsmanship ensures that its value, both sentimental and financial, will continue to appreciate over time, securing its legacy as one of the most respected and sought-after modern U.S. coins. As the years pass, the 2000D Sacagawea dollar continues to appreciate in both monetary and symbolic value. Its scarcity and high-grade condition, combined with its rich historical and cultural background, makes it an increasingly attractive investment. The coin's appeal lies not just in its material worth, but in what it represents, a story of perseverance, identity, and progress. For collectors and investors alike, owning a well-preserved Sacagawea dollar is a way to hold a piece of living history that reflects the enduring spirit of a nation and the universal value of cultural heritage.